Hey, good morning. Let's go over today's trade plan. So in the overnight session, we saw that the S&P rejected the 34.75 and then balanced ahead of 29.5 to 31.5, and then this started the downside liquidation move at the 7:30 a.m. Central econ release. So right now, heading into the day, we don't have any additional econ releases, and then tomorrow we have the FOMC announcement. So today could end up being a relatively balanced session where even if ES breaks the recent lows, it just finds buyers at the next zone and we just rotate back into this recent range. And on the upside, we have resistance at 29 quarter, 31 quarter. That's really the main spot that buyers need to take out if this market's going to go any higher. So on first test, we can get sellers over here, but in order for any short idea to work, we would need to get below 27 quarter off of this zone. And if we start holding about 27 quarter, then that would be a sign that perhaps we're not going to head lower anymore, and then we could go up to the next zone at 34.75 to 36.75. On the downside, we have short-term support 21 to 23, and then below that we have the bull bear zone 17.5 to 19.5, covers the recent lows, and again, this area can still be defended and we can just balance in a range. In the event of a break, we do have to be a bit cautious just because we'd be breaking below a 3-day balance. But given the fact that there aren't any major econ releases, and then we have the Fed announcement tomorrow, I don't think we're going to really make much way in either direction. So if we head lower, we'll look to take some long setups at the key zones. And in the event that we break higher, we'll be a little careful at this zone, 34.75 to 36.75. But above it, we can still look for shorts. And even over here, we can still get a rotational type setup on first test and go back down towards 31.32. So the main idea today is that the market is still stuck in a balance. Overall, there really isn't a whole lot of directional conviction. And with the Fed announcement tomorrow, it makes sense to be a bit careful today. As far as volume goes, there's been a pickup after this econ release, but overall we're running about average volume, but there has been an increase overnight, especially following the 7:30 a.m. econ release. But the volume can decline during the day now. So off the open, we'll be watching 27 quarter, 29 quarter, 31 quarter to figure out which side's in control. Below this area, sellers can maintain control short term, but really it's more of a neutral bias because we're stuck in a range. On the downside, 21 to 23 is an area that can produce at least some sort of rotational type setup, but it's not really a huge, very important zone. 17.5 to 19.5 is really the key area. And then below that, 13 to 15 can attract buyers. And in the event of a extended sell-off, 06.75 to 09 quarter can shut off the selling. So those are the main ideas heading into the open. Let's see if sellers can maintain the short-term control below pre-market resistance, and we'll take it from there.